guys, today we're going to discuss storytelling when it comes to door-to-door real estate and why that is so important. So as you knock on a door, you're connecting with people, you're listening to them through all the questions you ask, and they're verbally giving you tons of information to close them. They need to know of experiences you've had that will help them feel like you've done a lot of real estate. So I'm going to give you a couple examples here today of stories that I have had in my past that I use on a frequent basis when I'm talking about market and then when I'm talking about new construction. I'm going to give you these two experiences, and I want you to think of your own experiences that's going to help you close at a way higher level just by using experiences and storytelling to help them. So oftentimes I'll ask people, hey, what do you think our market's going to do over the next 5 years? Go up or down? And they usually say up. Cool. What do you think's driving our market? Now, here in Utah, the market's coming from California, and a lot of the places you guys are in sellers markets, they're moving in from other states coming in. As we talk about, what's driving it, I said, yeah, actually, can I tell you a funny story? I had a guy that moved in from California. He was a referral to me. I'm up showing him this great big house. It's 9 bedrooms, like 6 baths. I'm walking through this fancy area up on the hill, and the guy is so techie that I can't even communicate with him. I feel like I need to text him, right? And so we're sitting there chatting back and forth, and I couldn't handle it anymore. I stopped and I says, sir, are you married? And he goes, no, I'm not married. And I'm like, do you have kids? He's like, nope. And I'm like, what in the world are you wanting to buy this 9-bedroom home for? Now, I didn't come out and say that because I'm not going to turn around and crash his hopes of why he wanted to buy this house. But here I am relating this to this client on the door saying, so this guy, I said to him, so tell me why you'd buy such a big house up on the side of the hill. And his response was, well, my condo in San Francisco Bay is as expensive as this house here. I make the same money moving to Utah. Why wouldn't I buy this? And my clients always laugh. And they love this story because it reiterates the outside money moving in is causing all of our prices to go up. And the average Utahn here is not making the same money as the tech companies that are coming in. And so that's where the supply and demand, the unbalanced prices are coming from. That's one story that I always resort back to. I'm going to tell you another story that relates to new construction. Now, this new construction opportunity was I put a house under contract. I'm not gonna say the builder's name here, but my client went to the house and the windows were not in the basement and the floor plan had been changed. So no basement windows where they were supposed to be. There was a cold storage put in where there was supposed to be a window and a bedroom. And so I go back to the builder and I just said, hey, look, there's been some mistakes here. Here's the paperwork that we signed. Here's the situation in which my clients wanted. What are we gonna do to remedy this? And they're like, oh, we're sorry. And that's not much else we can do. It's like, no, that's not what's going to happen. These guys have a signed contract for a purchase price of this house with this floor plan, with signatures on the floor plan. You guys need to build this house for them. So I need you to go in and fix it, take out some framing, put in a window, and fix things the way they should be. And they says, we're not gonna do that. If you don't like it, cancel. And here I am explaining to this client that, having an agent to represent you is so essential, because oftentimes if you walk into a model home and there's an agent there, they represent the builder. And some builders are not created equal. Some of them are not as honest and not as genuine as they should be in taking care of the buyer. So that agent represents them and they're paid a commission by that builder. Therefore, this agent, as I went and talked to him, they're like, I'm sorry, you'll just have to cancel the contract if you don't want to. Now, in this scenario, this person wanted us to cancel the contract because they had over $150,000 in equity in this house since they started building it. So the builder could sell it for a ton more money if they cancel this contract. So what was my job? My job was to fight for them. And in reality, I had to go clear up to the top levels of the company, which it was a nationwide company. So then I had to call the company headquarters and throw a fit and threaten to turn them into the board of Realtors and go to the Better Business Bureau and threw a huge fit. Now, by me throwing a fit representing my buyer, what it did was allow my buyer to get a whole bunch of incentives. So because they made this big mistake, the CEOs came in and said, hey, we're gonna finish your basement for you. We're gonna do quartz countertops. We're gonna do blinds. We're gonna add all these things in there if you'll just keep this house. Is that worth it for you? And my client agreed that was worth it. They were happy as can be because they got all of the extra stuff done that would have been potentially $50,000 to $60,000 in upgrades that got added to this house. Now, had they not used me as a buyer's agent, they wouldn't have had that opportunity. So this is why storytelling is so important, because as I explain this to a potential buyer that's gonna go buy new construction and don't think they need an agent, it causes them to start thinking. And when they start thinking, they're like, oh, Yeah, for sure. I probably should use him. It doesn't cost me anything from a buyer agent side to have a realtor. So Duane, you're our guy. So guys, challenge, as you get into working with clients and talking to your clients, make sure you're using storytelling to tell them stories. And you can use my stories, but tell them stories of experiences that you know of that have happened that cause them to rethink their position of where they're thinking, whether it be the market going up or whether it be needing you from a new construction as a buyer's agent standpoint. But make sure you help solidify your value because of experiences you have gone through. Guys, appreciate you watching today. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel and look forward to chatting with you more in the future.